Ah, spring, where allergies and blockbuster movies begin to filter en masse. Traditionally a time of the year when gaming has its biggest announcements but its widest releases. So come along with us in the PrinnyCast Roundtable, recorded before a live studio garden. Anyway, a casual weekly show where we talk about what we've been up to and all the various gaming-related stuff over the last week. We're your hosts. I'm Chris. This is Grover.
Hello.
This is Mike.
Hello.
Annette is chatting with us through text messages down there in the corner, and you'll notice a bit of a change to the format of our show since we were yet again flagged via the YouTube robot from an advertisement company who put together one of the indie game trailers from last week. I'm a little tired of this copyright nonsense, so they didn't actually do anything. It's just one of those automatic flag things. Hey, this is copyrighted material, yada yada. So it's not like there's a mark on our account with this, but since most of the video capture isn't HD anyway for you folks who have better internet than I do, what I'm going to try to do here is what you're seeing. You're seeing two screens at the same time. This will allow me to use footage of whatever I want. This means if we're talking about a specific game, I can actually show you that game again. I don't have to tiptoe around trailer copyrights. For the most part, we'll continue with the bundled stuff and the Kickstarter trailers in the background, but we also won't have any background sound, which I'm not sure I'm totally comfortable with.
Are you serious?
All right, that was good timing. Now we got some background sound.
Hello? Hold on a second, guys. Damn it. Alrighty. Hi, I'm sorry.
But anyway, I'm sure most of all of that's going to be fine with you guys. So enough with that, and on to the bundle deals. This week we have amazing game deals from Groupies with 2 different bundles, including Clash of the World Bundle Southern Europe. But you see a grab bag of goodies for $1. The Build-A-Bundle 8 with some nifty titles, including Legends of Aetherius and Luxor 3. And over at Bundle Stars, you can pick up the 6-game Underground Bundle. And if that's still not enough for your gaming goodness this week, there's the Humble Weekly Bundle with a selection of rhythm games. And yeah!
I'd like to add something to that, too.
Oh.
Right now, I'm pretty sure on Amazon there's a sale for SimCity and its expansion for $20.
Ooh.
Yes, especially with the offline mode. That's a good thing.
It's good timing.
Mm-hmm.
So what have we been playing with our games? Try again. So what have we been playing this week, Mike?
Largely still World of Warcraft and some Diablo 3.
Mm-hmm.
Got a new character to 60, trying to get one of each before the expansion comes out. I also got South Park: The Stick of Truth this week, and if you like South Park, this game is actually really fun.
If you don't like South Park, that game is amazing.
I don't know about that. I've heard some reviews that the RPG is not very good.
I watched somebody play it, and, well, I guess it's true. If you know everything about South Park, the game has everything South Park.
Yeah, there's references to the most obscure stuff in there, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
So it is like actually being in an episode of South Park. As far as the RPG elements, I'm going to go out here and say that it's better than what Final Fantasy's been throwing at us.
It's not saying much, but...
Well, that's
not saying much at all.
The whole point.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, as far as an RPG fix goes, it's actually pretty good, especially if you like South Park. If you like South Park, worth getting. But that's a topic for a different time. Also, Final Fantasy X Remake came out this week. Picked it up. Sydney's been playing it. I haven't really played it so much. It looked to be largely the same game, although I did notice that there isn't...
like what they did to the music.
They didn't change it, did they?
Yes, they did.
I didn't notice.
Why would they change the music? Unless they're going to orchestrate it.
That's what it seemed like. They modernized it slightly.
It sounded the exact same to me, but I mean, I haven't played Final Fantasy X in a long time. But I did know, one of the things I noticed when she was playing was it gave you the option to have an expert sphere grid, and it allows you to put each character at a point of your choosing on the sphere grid instead of them starting in their default positions. Mm-hmm. So that's pretty interesting.
You can start somebody off as a completely different class than they usually are.
Uh-huh. So I thought
awesome.
that was pretty interesting, yeah.
It's a little bit of replay value there.
Well, like I said, I haven't actually played it myself, but I did watch her play a little bit of it. I did play some more Earthbound for 10 minutes. I haven't had a lot of time this week. It's been pretty busy.
Well, it sounds like you've got a bit of a fix with your RPGs right now anyway.
I definitely do.
3 different kinds of RPGs, no less.
Yeah. Got my MMOs, got my turn-based, and action.
So what have you been up to, Grover?
Well, I played more Bejeweled, and Bejeweled. I played Candy Crush, and I'm stuck on a level. I've been stuck for 5 days now. I can't remember which level. I think it's 74 or something, but whatever. I got the starter thing for Diablo 3. As you know, it's free. It's just a trial for you can try it out. And I'm definitely going to be buying Diablo 3. Been playing the holy shit out of SimCity 2013 since it's now in offline mode and there's mods and everything. If you remember at one point, I said they'd have to do significant changes not only to get me to play again, but to get me to do the expansion. They've accomplished their goal and more now, so all is forgiven. Max is on my buddy list again. Which is funny because I'm watching a streamer that they actually go into his chat, so I'm actually talking to these people all the time. It's crazy to see people like Max's Dave and I can't remember the other person's name. Thank you, brain, so much. But just see the developers and talk to them, and they're actually talking back to you, and they're talking about mods they want to make or mods that they can't make because EA won't let them, so they want the modders to make it instead.
Mm-hmm.
So that's always fun. Then I got the starter edition for WoW, and I'm in the process of getting my other WoW account unlocked and getting an authenticator key because I don't know why it keeps. I checked again for a keylogger because I got it unlocked and everything. I got it all going. I logged it the next day. Damn it was locked again. So I'm just like, okay, something's wrong. So I'm in the process of getting that again. I did that working stuff where you start as a wolf and a starter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I regret it deeply. I'm just like, I could have just chose a human and, been where I am and just already be like level 30 by now. But instead I did the war games and it wants you to go for their little storyline.
Yeah, the newer starting experiences is a lot longer because you can't skip that stuff.
You can't even buy any weapons or anything really, especially when you're a damn hunter. And I always love my hunter, which if I start from scratch again, which I will as a new character, I'm not doing hunter. I'm always hunter. Probably be paladin or a warlock or something, anything. But yeah, that's it. I can't think of any other games.
You guys had a lot to say this week on it. It's interesting. And mine's a little longer than usual, too. Playing Tynan still. Beat Escape from Rosecliff Island, pretty much at the early part of the week, and you'll remember that's that hidden object game I was playing last week. And also beat 4X2, which is a really up-to-date Kix clone, or it's Kix with a Q. And for those old-school arcade gamers who know and love that game and its many clones since, it's a pretty good one to go with, so check it out. I got into one of those bundles not too long ago. And I got and beat Arson and Plunder. It's a simple indie beat-em-up sort of game. Kind of like Castle Crashers, only more flash-based, I guess. It's nowhere near as technical or difficult or anything like that. More almost an arena-style thing. Shut up and get going. And played Castle Miner Z. And I played a lot of Minecraft clones like Cube World and stuff like that. They all have their own take. This one is the most Minecraftiest clone I have ever played. Everything from the later vanilla versions of Minecraft are in this game. The only difference is this one is really heavy about the survival against zombies with guns. You have guns, you got assault rifles, you got stuff like that, and the zombies are way faster. You cannot outrun any of them, and they jump freaking high up in the air, so you can't escape them that way. And they just pop out of the ground sometimes.
Dawn of the Dead 2004 zombie mode?
Kinda, yeah. A little bit like that. And then
that's all I can think of when I think of sprinting zombies.
A smidge more Mark Leung's RPG, as well as getting into the shoot-'em-up power-up just a little bit. My plans for some Prinny plays fell through this week because I had a really bad migraine outbreak over the weekend that damaged my work output something awful, but still itching to get after those, especially with some console game stuff, because I really want to try out this new device that I spent so much money on. I haven't really gotten to break it in yet. And speaking of consoles, there was some mentions that we may not be covering enough console content on our series. I'm just wondering if anybody else out there felt the same. I mean, it wasn't really a complaint so much as it was a decision of why they weren't watching us regularly. So does anybody else out there feel that we're not giving consoles enough of a break? I think we're pretty even on that account. The only thing that probably breaks away with is what we're actually playing that week. Or maybe the videos that we're showing in the background. But thanks to that copyright crap on YouTube, that's not really what I intended. Because as you go back and watch our old stuff, we were doing console stuff all the time. Heck, some of those were me playing random video games or getting stuff from longplays.org because we have permission to use their stuff. So I can go back to doing that now. I can run the Humma bundles in one window and the other guys in the other, and I think that'd be okay.
Because I heard about this guy. I was one of the people that saw it because it was something that I said that got him to start talking about it. And I can imagine I could play some console games, like literally on a console, but I would need a capture card. And I'm still trying to get back to streaming where I'm going to get a high quality microphone and not one of those ones you put a headset on. I'm talking like on the radio quality.
Yeah, those ones that kind of hover above your head.
And then a webcam. So I'll go on Twitch and you can see me and you can see my ugly, filthy face. And because that's apparently what they love on Twitch. They want to see your face. And
they love it on YouTube too. And I kind of considered doing that, but since it'll only be me, I didn't know if that would be a really good idea. And even then, I'd still have to go through my actual digital camera since I have no real decent webcam. Mine is from like 1994.
Yeah, I we used it like 9 years ago.
Yeah.
So it even still
and
works?
It was old then.
Yeah, it still works.
I don't know if it'll work on this one or not, but the last computer I had, the one that got struck by lightning, yeah, it worked. But before we get on to the actual topic, and boy, we're already running pretty long. I don't know if we'll actually do the topic today. Maybe we shouldn't. Save that for another time, because we had a lot to say so far today. So, before we go any further, I'd like a special shout out to Planet's Cube, speaking of Minecraft clones. And you'll see it right about now in the vids. Hopefully I'll get a bigger version of this, because I don't think think there's any copyright stuff to worry about. So if you're a Minecraft fan and tired of seeing all the blatant knockoffs of it and really wanting to try something really new, I don't know, actually ingenuity into their Minecraft for once instead of just being either Minecraft or something that mixes DayZ, like, let's see, Rust I think is one of them, and the one that you were playing, 7 Days to Die?
Mm-hmm.
9 Days to Die? Something like that. So there's a lot of them out there, and they're all trying different stuff, but Planet's Cubed, and you can tell by just the trailer alone, they're really trying something interesting here, but it looks really early, so maybe one of those things that can't actually get what it's promising. But check it out on Kickstarter if you want to help them, and vote for them on Steam Greenlight too. They're actually on there, so it looks really good. I like that it looks. It looks good. There is one more roundtable thing to discuss, and it's more for me because I know neither of you guys and really none of our watchers are really that big into the fighting game scene. But the 5th final character for Ultra Street Fighter 4 was announced at Final Round over the weekend. It's a tournament, and it was Dicapri. Okay, so I'll make this really quick. Cammy White, the character that a lot of people just absolutely loved ever since she was brought out in Super Street Fighter 2, was originally a part of Bison's forces, and one of his elite forces were these mind-controlled, altered girls called dolls. And there was 12 of them, and they were named after months of the year in their respective language. So 2 of them showed up in Street Fighter Alpha 3, and they were basically clones of Cammy, with slight variations to how their special moves work. Dicapri is masked Cammy. I mean, even down to her looks. The pigtails, the scar on the cheek, everything is identical. She just has a mask and now kind of a claw thing. Now, why is this such a disappointing sort of thing? I have no problem with clone characters. Clone characters in fighting games, they've been there since they dawned back in the old days because Street Fighter started with Ryu and Ken. They were clones of each other. So I don't have a problem with that. What I have a problem with is Capcom hyped the heck out of this. That, we've got this new secret character. And keep in mind, they said this last year, like EVO, so like July or something like that. We got this new character. It's never been featured in a Street Fighter game before, but as part of the lore, you're going to be so excited. And everybody was hoping for characters like Karen and Q and even for Rainbow Mika for some reason. There was a lot of people that were wanting all these different characters and they weren't going to get it. There was even a mock-up of somebody who said that Alex was coming and showed actual still pictures. And so we finally get it, and it's, I don't know, it's another one of those bad moves on Capcom's part. If they would have just mentioned her with the rest of it, it wouldn't be in such a groan from the community, but because they waited so long to introduce something that is so blatant. And she looks like she's going to be a good character. I mean, her moves are charge moves, so they will be different from Cammy, and she's got that claw thing that's going to do a few different things, and she can teleport, so it's not like she's identical, but she's close enough that it just, anyway.
So your main complaint is that she looks the same?
My main complaint is that the hype was ridiculous for something that was basically a perfect clone of Cammy. There was 11 others they could have chosen. Well, okay, so there was 9, because Judy and Julie were already ruled out because they've already been in a game before, but all of the rest of these characters, they could have been still clones, but at least they had different faces and different personalities. No, we've just got this emotionless robot version of Cammy, and that's what Cammy was back in the Alpha series. Rant, sorry.
I know nothing about this, so I can literally say nothing about it.
I didn't know anything. I don't really know anything about the lore, but I do like playing as Cammy in the actual game. She's a lot of fun.
Cammy fans, this is going to be a nice little addition. You know, there's like how many versions of the Shotokan characters? So it's not the clone that I'm having a problem with. It's just the fact that the hype. It's going to be the last character introduced in a Street Fighter 4 game, and it's that. I mean, see, I'll shut up now. Because that was a weird rant. It was a long, weird rant. But we'll get on with this, and we'll get back to our topic next week. We just kind of ran long because we had a lot to say. Unusual.
Very.
So follow us at Twitter.
Strange.
Follow us at Twitter. Follow us on Twitter at PrinnyCast, and you can contact us via email at PrinnyCast@gmail.com. You can find all the you can, if you look. You can find all the rest of the links to YouTube and Twitch channels down below. Let us know if you like the new look of the things. I'm going to be testing a few different formats. I don't know if any of them will actually get uploaded because this one's working out pretty well so far in the test footage. But and yeah, if you think we need to focus a little more on consoles, let us know because Mike's been all over the consoles lately.
I just don't have a capture card.
We need your comments and suggestions, people. We can't do this without those.
Yeah, if you don't like what we're doing, let us know because we've got some really solid fans out there. I appreciate you guys like nobody's business. You're part of what keeps us going on. But I know a lot of it has more to do with advertising than the quality of our show because I've seen a lot of other people's shows. We have them beat. That's not even biased, man. I am a very humble person most of the time. We have those suckers beat, and they're more popular than we are. So it's just who you know and how you get yourself out there. So I don't know. See you all next week. I'll shut up now.
See you next time.